Let's go.
Welcome home to 42 Geek Street, your guide to the world of geek for that little bit of geek in all of us. Hi, I'm Ren, and that be Mike.
I'm disappointed, yeah.
Yes, you are, and you're Mike. Today's show, we're actually heading to SupaNova. And there's a lot to cover down there because, you know, we did a lot down there, so I think we head straight to it, Mike.
Straight into it. Let's just...
Hey guys, we're here at SupaNova 2015 to kick off the start of the con season. Today we're going to talk to some cosplayers.
And I'll be chatting to Kyle from Kirby Krackle and finding out what's going on with him. Let's go check it all out.
Let's do it. I'm here with Giselle, who's cosplaying as Maleficent. Giselle, tell us what you like about cosplay.
I think it's just more so that I don't need to wonder what I'm going to wear the next day. I can just put on this costume and go, I'm going to be pretty effing weird today, let's do it. I think that's what I like about cosplay. It's just no one really, you know, goes, oh, don't like her clothing style. It's just go out, have fun, meet new people. SupaNova, yeah!
I'm here with Batman and Trafalgar Trafalgar Law from One Piece. So, one at a time, tell me a bit about why you've decided to cosplay.
I'm Batman. Why not?
That's the best explanation I could think of. What about you?
Well, I always thought this guy was always awesome, and, well, kind of looked like him almost.
So, Batman, tell me a bit about yourself. Let the viewers know the real you.
Well, I work a job 9 to 5. Well, actually, more 7 to 4:30, but it's more of a nice job. You come here, it's the one place you can actually dress not like a weirdo and look normal, and I love it.
So, we've got a great group of Attack on Titan cosplayers here. So, what's your character's name?
Krista Lind, Sasha Blouse, Levi.
And what made you guys want to cosplay Attack on Titan?
I think it was one of the shows that really got me back into anime after not watching it for a while, so I wanted to kind of pay homage to that.
It's very much the same with me. I hadn't watched it in a long time, but that one got me back into it. What about you? What do you like about it?
I just love the whole idea of Attack on Titan. I thought it's one of the animes that I really get into, so I really wanted to cosplay it. Yeah, I'd probably have to say the same as well.
So, Rosie, tell us a bit about your cosplay.
So I'm cosplaying Nami from League of Legends today. It's an online gaming multiplayer game.
And how long have you been playing League of Legends?
Not long, actually. My partner, Sean, is also cosplaying Thresh from League of Legends. He's more of the League player.
Well, you guys look great. How long did it take you to put together your costumes?
About 3 months for each. So this one's actually a bought one, but I made mine entirely from scratch.
Oh, it looks really good. What do you like about cosplaying?
It's just really fun and creative. I love being able to just apply some of my creativity to a completely different physical, like making. It's just such a different feeling, I guess.
So James, you're an awoken titan from Destiny. Did you make this costume?
I did. I made it all myself.
About how long did that take you?
A couple weeks in total.
Yeah? Well, you're looking great. What do you like about cosplay?
Just the freedom to be what you want when you want and have fun with people who love the same stuff.
This is Liz. She's cosplaying Predator. So would you tell us a bit about your costume?
I'm cosplaying, as you said, as like the she-predator. from the continuation of the movie. It's pretty much more of a comic book character. And yeah, I love Predator so much.
And you said you made all this yourself. How long did that take you?
So for this gauntlet on its own, it took about 4 hours. But it's a really tricky question because like I don't have full time to do all these things, so I just take out maybe about 3-4 hours of my time a day and just make one piece at a time. And yeah, so it took, I'd say, about a month. We'll stick to it.
Well, you look fantastic.
After the break, more at SupaNova and Kirby Krackle.
Mood dice for you at home. The dice that tells you what mood you're in. Whether you're feeling cool or if you're feeling hot. The dice, get it in stores while it's hot for sale. Get it before it goes cold.
Ah, hello there. At X Club for Geeks, we'll show you what and what equals that.
Hey Mike, I know we've got our spam that's ham in a can, but I don't know, I'm just not feeling it tonight. Not with this. It's missing something.
It's just not classy.
That's classy. That's ham in a glass.
That's glam.
Welcome back, folks, and thank you to our sponsors once again. And next up, we speak to Kyle from Kirby Krackle. So let's head right onto that, shall we?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Hey, it's Mike here, and we're talking to Kyle Stevens, well known from Kirby Krackle. How are you, sir?
Doing great, man. Thank you.
Awesome. Now, we're going to get the word out on you guys because maybe people who may not know about you. So, how did you guys start out?
I started in 2009. Songs about comic books, video games, geek culture, songs from the perspective of our favorite superheroes. We felt there was kind of like a space where comics and rock and roll meet, and we wanted to do something that we felt we would want to see as fans.
Oh, that's really cool. And like, you got a great response from it, obviously.
You know, we had a really good response. Our first show at New York Comic Con in 2009. It kind of started as like a big experiment. So we did the first album at home in the small studio and kind of like, let's see what happened here. And like, you know, within 6 months we saw, you know, I saw personally more feedback than I ever saw from my music before. So I said, okay, maybe we're onto something here that we need to look into a little more seriously. And then kind of like 6 years later, we're here. Yeah.
And I suppose 2011 was your first time out here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How does the con feel this year opposed to last time you were here?
It feels a lot bigger, which is great. There's a lot more people here, a lot more cosplay, which is great, and it's been cool to see fans who, you know, had been made since we were here last time, and then people who came back to the booth. So I think in general, as geek culture is transferring into pop culture and everything's changing, I think it's really interesting and cool to see how the fans react to that.
And we spoke a bit earlier. Now you guys have got a few video clips on YouTube.
Yes.
So we'll just cut to a quick clip now.
Cubicle downtown. I wanna look out my window, see them flying, and swing across the horizon as I cheer them on so proud. Deep-powered girl keeps staring at her face, and call Colossus and have him teach me ways, and then we'd exercise. I'd be one of the guys. Martial arts from Iron Fist and Wall, I'll dap her up and teach her all my songs. Oh, I wanna live in a world full of heroes, not cooking up these heroes at my parents' restaurant now. I wanna yell out Avengers Assemble, not order up for Ethel. Yeah, we're out of Geeky now. Date Emma Frost and have her read my mind, or Magdalena, her artifacts I find, and then we catch a symphony. It'll just be her and me. Call Lucky Barnes and arm wrestle for hours. Visit MA and bring her lots of flowers. Oh, trendy bars would be a guy's night out. We'd make that wolf pack out. I'd run with Flash and do a marathon. Vacation to the savage land for fun. Oh, I wanna live in a world full of. I wanna live in a world full of heroes. Have NPR and CNN describe the latest teams. I wanna tuck my kids inside and read them stories of superhuman glory while the sleepy faces beam.
Now, if those guys want to see that clip at all,
Yeah.
or actually get the album,
Yes.
which album of that could they go for?
That's World Full of Heroes off of Superpowered Love, which is actually the record we wrote when we were here last time, the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and conveniently, that's it, right?
That's it.
That is
Yep.
it. So we'll be giving that away. So keep an eye out for that too. Well, thank you for coming down and speaking to us, and look forward to seeing what the next album is like.
We'll have it out.
All right, sweet.
Wow, Mike, that's actually the first music video we've had on our show.
Yes, very exciting.
And if you liked that tune, you get the chance of getting the album that song is on. That be it there. And we actually also got it autographed as well.
Yes, so it is signed. It's going to enhance the music.
It definitely would
You're
sound
going to
better.
love it.
Just with a signature, always.
Yes.
Now, if you want this, just visit our Facebook page and we'll have the details on how you can get that, of course, usually from here to there.
Yes. It's usually better. We try and put it directly through the television, but one, you haven't answered the question. Two, we don't have that kind of technology.
We'll just have to work on it. But we actually have a little bit of SupaNova left, and we'll head to that right now.
So, Sean, tell me who you're cosplaying today.
I'm cosplaying a witch doctor from Diablo 3 because I really relate to the dark magic and voodoo shit. So this is the mask, and I made everything myself. Actually, it's all basically made from everyday things. Most of these parts I actually got from a $2 shop. Like the horns on this mask is actually from a Viking helmet. I basically cut the tip off and invert it and stuff. So yeah,
Very
I improvised
nice.
most of it.
Well, it looks fantastic. We've got Catwoman, Spider-Man, the Hulk, Wonder Woman, and the Joker here with us now. So, guys, what got you into cosplaying?
We've got a friend who makes his own Spider-Man costumes and Batman outfits. He's not with us at the moment, and he drew us into it, and we've had a great time since.
So, how long have you guys been dressing up?
We've come to SupaNova Cosplay Comic-Cons for the last 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
So, Wonder Woman, do you get stopped a lot for photos?
Yes, quite a lot. Yeah.
It was hard getting you guys over here. I can tell you're very popular.
Steps.
Yeah. This is Samantha, and she's cosplaying Ursula from The Little Mermaid. Samantha, tell me a bit about your costume and how long it took you to make it.
Well, my costume took about 2 weeks-ish if I put all the time together. I worked on it through a span of time of a year, so on and off whenever I could. I have a hoop skirt underneath, and it's made out of the blind, so you kind of just take whatever you need.
Let me see. I want you to tell me a bit about your costumes. Who are you cosplaying today?
I'm Shen from League of Legends.
All right.
I'm cutesy Lady Deadpool. Randall from The Hobbit.
I played Zed from League of Legends.
So you guys made your costumes. Who wants to tell me a little bit about what you put into making them?
I'm pretty much looking at reference pictures and finding out the best way to do it. Since Randall's a male character, kind of had to make it into a female in a way without making it look really odd.
Yeah.
So I ended up making an alternate dress and pretty much went with his other accessories as well.
Nice. You look really good. So, Anthony, you're cosplaying Ganondorf today, am I right?
That's right.
Well, what got you into it? What made you want to cosplay?
Well, I've always been interested in this kind of stuff, and my friend Adam went to a cosplay one time, and I saw some photos, and I was like, I have to do that.
Well, it's been a beautiful day here at SupaNova 2015, but I think it's about time to wrap up. Mike?
I'm out of money.
Yeah, so am I. So, did you have a good time today?
It was awesome. I picked up a few comics. I got some CDs from Kyle, and some other comics as well around the place. So a lot of fun.
Yeah, I spent all my money on Sailor Moon stuff, so gonna be broke for a while now. I had a great time with people today. It's a great atmosphere. The cosplays were always fantastic.
Yeah.
Got to meet a lot of really cool people. Had a good time. So
Awesome.
Yeah,
Well, let's head back to the studio.
let's do it.
That concludes our SupaNova part of the show. Now, I see you guys bought a few things, so you had a bit of fun there buying away. You had your Decay comic.
Yes, which is awesome. I was trying to get hold of Tim to sign that for me, but
We'll get hold of him at some point.
Yeah, look, I'll just start stalking him.
As you do.
Luckily, he lives in Sydney, so it makes it a little bit harder for me.
Oh, well,
but
it's just a drive.
Give us time.
Yeah. But right now, we'll go to a break, and after the break, Whatcha Nath. That's classy. That's ham in a glass.
That's glam.
Car suction. With the power of science, if you need to get into a car without it slowing down, car suction. Car suction. When you gotta get into your friend's car without it slowing down, car suction is the way. Classy. Suction with class. Glam.
Ah, hello there. Here at X Club for Geeks, we like to show you the U, the Y, the 1, the 2, the 3. At X Club for Geeks, we'll show you how it all lands together. Oh, wow. Doesn't this look classy? Glam.
Let's get it on.
Favorite TV show?
That would be the X-Files.
Why?
Well, when I was a little girl, I wanted to be Dana Scully, and I might have wanted to make out with Fox Mulder just a little bit.
What about Baywatch?
Baywatch? Oh, The Hoff. Yeah. Awesome show.
Yeah. You know I'm his stand-in.
What's that?
You know I'm his stand-in for...
Really? That's amazing. You must really work out to do that.
Thank you. Lord of the Rings or Star Wars?
Lord of the Rings.
Why Lord of the Rings?
I don't know.
Epic battles?
Yeah.
And pretty hot-looking elves?
Whatcha Nath.
I'm just glad he's on our streets.
Yes, and on the beach.
Well, I prefer him on the streets than in my house.
Beach streets. Well, yeah, he's on your TVs right now. But next, we are talking to Rod. Now, remember Rod? He's been on before. And this time he's talking sketching. He's got a bit of a story about sketching. So let's have a look.
Let's do it.
Can you tell us any kind of stories about your efforts to collect certain pieces? Has there been something in your collection that sort of you put your heart and soul into getting your hands on?
Yeah, absolutely. There's one that springs to mind straight away. Terry Dodson is a long time and pretty high profile artist. He drew Uncanny X-Men. As I've mentioned, I'm a big X-Men fan, and I loved his rendition of one of my favourite characters, Emma Frost. Always felt that he nailed her attitude and her look really well. Way back in 2010, my wife and I were lucky enough to go to New York Comic Con, and he was a headline guest, so we bought VIP passes, and my plan was race to his table, get an Emma Frost. I knew it was going to be a big task because he's high in demand, and he's an artist who doesn't work down a list as opposed to picking characters through a list that he would like to draw.
Right.
Got to the line, I think I was second or third in line, and I could hear the conversation going on with the first person in line, and he said, "Hi Terry, big fan, hope you to get on your list." Terry replied, "Unfortunately my list is full." which was quite a shock to everyone who was already there because the doors had only just opened.
Yeah, and you with the VIP pass, no
Yes.
one's ahead of you, so how
Yeah.
did that happen?
Well, he explained that some other artists had friends and some exhibitors had come over and made requests, and yeah, so the list was full, which was a shock, and it kind of put a bit of a dampener on that aspect of the trip. It wasn't the end of the world, but it was a lesson learned. Cut ahead to the next year, a friend went to San Diego and tried again for me with Terry.
So which year is this?
This is 2011.
2011, okay.
He put my name down, Emma Frost, remember Rod from New York missed out, all the rest of it. Terry said he'd try. I was on the list, he'd planned on doing it, and he ran out of time late on the final day. So I missed out again.
Okay.
So yeah, jump ahead again, 2013, and Terry was announced as a guest right here in Melbourne for SupaNova.
Well, at least you don't have to travel this time.
Well, this is
yeah?
true. But so I said to Steph, who also knew what a saga it had been and what an ongoing battle, and I said, look, I'm just going to do everything I can in my power to give myself the best opportunity. So, lovely wife that she is, she was all for it. She said, what are we going to do? So at the time, my daughter was 1.5 and Steph was pregnant with my now little boy Logan. So we decided to get to the showgrounds where the convention was held at 4 a.m. on the first day. They all slept in the car. I was just eagle-eyed waiting for the car park to open. As soon as the car park opened, it was still dark. Drove in, parked right at the front, went and stood right at the front of the building. First in line, I said, I'm going to give myself every opportunity.
Okay, yep.
So doors open, raced to him. I'm first to the desk. He didn't come out for another 2-3 hours once the doors opened. So he finally came out. Hi Terry, probably don't remember me. I know you meet a lot of people. Here's my story. Emma Frost, can I get on your list? He wrote my name down. He said, I can't promise anything, but I'll try. So the day came and went, and not pen to paper. So it didn't look good. Sunday morning, I did the exact same thing. This time, Steph and Lila were home, but I got there about 5 a.m. First in line again. Hi Terry, don't mean to seem like a stalker. Remember me? Yeah, just I thought I'd show my face, let you know how keen I am, and fingers crossed. He said, oh, Rod, Emma Frost, right? I said, yeah, that's right, fingers crossed. He said, oh no, I did it last night in the hotel room. So he's pulled out this completed Copic market Emma Frost that you have it in your mind's eye, how it's going to look. It was everything I'd hoped for and more. I was just blown away. Yeah, it was quite a few years in the making, but it's something I'll cherish forever.
Thanks, Nick and Rod, and just goes to show that determination is needed when going for artwork, and get in there early, otherwise you could miss out. So be sure to do that on the next con that you may go. Now, Ren, games.
Yes.
He's talking games.
I love talking about games, and I've been playing games all my life since whatever. And I've got a really nice group, and I have to admit, we really get together. We're very calm. Everyone has a great time, and it just didn't happen overnight. It was a lot of ups and downs and oopsies and
team moments.
So I think it's good to share the knowledge. You know, it's a bit what we've learned, and what I got a little bit of a list of little things to follow, and a bit of a ruley kind of thing. Now, first one is house rules. Now, a lot of people have house rules. In some games, like you can't go here, you can't go there, if this happens, and it's good to make it aware to everybody when before the game starts, not when it's convenient. Number 2 is drinks on a table, or even food. You get all cheesy things that we always seem to eat cheese sometimes.
There's always those cheesy snacks.
It's always cheesy. And if you get cheese on your hands or certain foods or chocolate, and then you're touching the games, it's yeah. So be wary of drinks and foods. Maybe eat with
gloves.
One hand. Eat with one hand and play with the other. I'll leave that alone. Now, be careful. And another thing too is there'll be a lot of times when people disagree on rules, and that's going to happen no matter what. You can't always have the same opinion. You wouldn't want to anyway. But it's just watch how you come across when this happens. You don't want to be just work it out and then make it the house rule until you learn more information, or it doesn't feel right and you change it.
Yeah.
Another one that's going to be really handy to know about is make sure that be careful what you're doing when out of play. Nothing worse than when the game goes around from turn to turn, and while the game is over here, over there, someone's moving dice. They're
Possibly
moving.
something dodgy.
Yeah, and it might not be. It may not be, but you know, why put yourself in that position? You know, oh, you always seem to go to 6. But don't do things out of turn. You know, and something else might change here that when it gets to your turn, it just complicates it. You've got to rewind. It's painful. Now, another thing with game time, it's about game time. Whereas, be mindful. Like we've got a game where there's like 8 players.
Yep.
And if it takes 5 minutes per turn, can you imagine 40 minutes? So 35 minutes before your turn.
You can actually watch a TV show in between.
Actually, you can. I just thought about that. And when that happens, everyone loses interest. You got the social media people coming out, doing the whole thing. So just be careful. Just be mindful of what game you play, how long it's going to take.
And keep your mind in the game.
And just because it says 8 players doesn't mean you have to have 8 people. Like, yeah, a few other games have like 20. But now, so in the end, always think about how you are to others. How fun are you to play with other people? If you have a look at yourself and think, you know something, I might not be that fun to play with. Well, actually, if you don't feel like you're not...
Zany hat.
Exactly. Not crazy fun. But if you're not sure, maybe later in this season, we're going to have a game etiquette video so they can watch that and I'll show a few behaviours. And watching that, we actually got to see ourselves in it a little bit, or some of the old selves. And the last thing I want to quickly bring up, and I'm going quick because I know we're short on time, is thank the host. Whoever's house you're at, make sure you clean up after yourselves. Thank the host. Be quiet if people have gone to bed.
For God's sake, flush the toilet.
And yeah, but definitely go thank the host. And here's an example.
Thanks, Mama.
That's all right.
And that concludes that.
Hit us up on FB to say hi. Time to say bye.
Bye. Episode 8, hosting. Quiet, everybody.
Quiet on set.
Quiet on set.
Quiet on set.
Quiet on set.
Quiet on set. Quiet. Quiet on.